Hello, welcome to our show. Today it's show number 16. It's November the 9th, Wednesday, 2011. Welcome to the vent. My name is Mel.
I'm Tony.
Alright, and we're just going to get right onto it here on
Hold on, no, it's been a while, Mel. It's been since August 20th we had a little chat.
I know, a lot of
How's your summer been? How's your summer been? Pretty good?
pretty good. I've been having beer. I got Kronenberg.
Kronenberg,
beer.
not bad beer. A friend of mine dropped us off the other day, Kronenberg. I think it's from the French land, Francois,
French.
from across the river there, But it's not too bad for French beer,
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
So
I spoke French.
Mais oui. That's pretty good, eh?
Enough of that nonsense.
Alright, let's get right to it because we only have half an hour. Alright, let's do it, buddy.
On a local note, Revenue Canada,
Oh, yes.
close to my heart,
I love Revenue Canada.
they sent out this check for $13,500
To
this lady,
Yeah.
incorrectly.
Why do you mean correctly?
Incorrectly, I guess she didn't deserve
But hold on.
it, but they sent it out on their air.
Our government doesn't make errors.
Well, apparently they did.
Alright.
They sent it out to her.
Yep.
And she calls him up. She did the honest thing. She calls him up and she says, "Hey, you made a mistake. I want to return this check."
No, I wouldn't do it.
And they say, "No, you can't return it.
What?
You can't return it."
We can't return it.
I don't know.
Return the sender.
Exactly. You know what? If it was me, I would.
Oh, yeah.
If I didn't deserve it, I would send it back, registered mail. You deal with the mess.
Because you know you're gonna get stung. You know
exactly.
That.
So anyway,
okay,
she tried that, but they didn't want it.
Okay.
Yeah, heaven forbid. So
right.
she tried to do the right thing again.
Yeah.
She opened up a bank account, separate bank account, for that to deposit it, whatever.
Yep.
I don't know how many months had gone by, but finally the Revenue Canada finally realized that, hey, have you made a mistake?
You know what? You know why? Somebody finally came off vacation.
Vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call them up or send them a notice and said, yeah, we want our money back, plus the $1,500 in interest that had occurred.
What?
It's a good thing she put it in the bank.
In interest? How much is compound interest?
I don't know. I don't know what they're calculating, but that's what they
smokes,
want.
I want to make that money.
So anyways, in the meantime,
Yes.
she had been diagnosed with cancer the same day they said as she got this notice.
Because that was cancer.
Dying of cancer.
You're not having a good day when?
Exactly. But no, Revenue Canada didn't care. They want their money. I don't care.
Don't care. That's exactly.
So anyways, she has now since passed on.
Ooh, that's sad. That's a sad story.
Now the son is trying to
So he's executive of state, I guess?
executive of the state, trying to resolve everything, whatever.
Right.
He calls the Revenue Canada up and tries to get through this, and they say, "Nope, we don't want to talk to you. You're not on the file." He has to prove that his mother's passed away.
You got to prove. You guys prove. Or just call the funeral home.
Exactly.
I mean,
Anyways,
there's a death procedure somewhere.
yeah. So anyways, he's paid back. He's already paid back the $13,500 and some dollars, but now he doesn't want to pay back the interest.
And why should he?
And why should he? Because it wasn't his mistake. You know what? There should be if the government makes a mistake, honest on them, whatever. They should come back and say, "Hey, we made a mistake. Thank you for giving the money back. No harm done. No harm. No. Yeah, exactly. No foul. No."
But you know what the problem is now? Is because one department sent the money out. It's not the same department that receives the money. So the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. Meanwhile, the lady passes on, and she could have been a model citizen. This is how she leaves her life.
Exactly. Even in death, the Revenue Canada is still after them. You owe us money.
There's a cloud over her head when she dies. That.
Yeah.
Screw our own country.
The son doesn't want to pay it. You know what?
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out.
So
another little domestic news. Our wonderful OC Transpo.
Oh yes, I don't know if you heard it already.
What a debacle that is.
OC Transpo.
Okay, I have talked to a few bus drivers, and I've had a few bus drivers as my neighbors, and I've never, besides teachers, I've never seen a more
whinier bunch.
But no country has bus lanes. I was born in Europe. I've been to Europe many times. These drivers here wouldn't last 10 minutes driving anywhere in Europe now. There's no bus lanes.
If you don't like your job, you want about your job. No one's told you your job. Go find a cozier job. But they know it's cozy.
Yeah, these crackheads talk like they've been picked from a bunch and forced to be bus drivers.
Yeah.
It's like teachers. Where do I
sign up for making over $100,000 a year?
You chose that job. Don't like it? Shut up and go get a job.
Another job that you can bitch about.
There's no problem. Like there's no one's forcing you to stay on the bus. But these guys have the coziest jobs of any bus drivers that I've seen, and I've been to many countries around the world.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
Well, obviously it's not too cozy there because one of them.
But you know, but doesn't matter what the case is. This driver
that driver, yeah,
got caught.
You saw it on YouTube.
Yelling at, and I don't care how how annoying the passenger was. You know, this kid all apparently was a little autistic.
Asperger or something like
Asperger's,
that. Yeah, so he was a little aggressive tendencies.
But this guy flipped on him.
Totally flipped on him. Actually threatened him. You know, there should have been charges.
Exactly. I can't turn anybody at work. I can't turn anybody at work. I can't turn on the street. No matter what the situation is. The union crackhead
says invasion of privacy. Are you kidding me?
So the next day, this other Mario Andretti bus driver gets caught on a cell phone.
While driving?
While driving.
Isn't that against the law?
It's against the law.
He should be fired. He's doing something against the law.
It's cut and dry.
And a public job.
We're paying for it.
It's endangerment. Right? Public endangerment.
Like my son got a ticket because he was driving on a cell phone.
Yeah, it's against the law. You get caught.
So again, the union head comes out and says that's not legal. That he invasion of privacy. What the hell are you talking about? There's no invasion of privacy when you're caught doing something illegal.
I heard Jim Watson there. Jim Watson, the mayor, was going to apologize. And that's all the little guy wants is just an apology.
But when are these union guys, when did they start making the rules?
Yeah.
Like, holy smokes, man. Like,
there should be some reprimanding done there.
I don't get it. I just
management, whatever.
You know what? Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of great bus drivers.
Yeah.
You know, when I lived in Ottawa and I took the bus, very friendly chaps. But it's just too bad that we have some bad apples that ruin the whole batch. But
then there should be discipline. They should be disciplined.
Those good guys should take that guy in the back of the bus. You know, take that driver back of the bus and teach him a lesson. That's what you should do. And the union rep.
Yeah.
Anyways, next
union
story.
Boss. Rep. Boss.
Union boss. Exactly. Okay, so what's next now? Let's
more international.
International. Ooh, let's go international now.
On an international wire, we have Greece.
Greece, and I don't mean monkey grease.
No,
I run by a bunch of monkeys.
I can't understand why a country that is 5 million strong, 5 million workforce, 5 million strong. Yeah, they're in debt up to the wazoo.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't understand how a small little country like that can bring the world economy
I don't get it.
to a crisis.
I don't get it.
You know, if the powers that be that make all these economic models, if one little country like that can do that, they've got the model wrong.
Well, that's exactly right, man.
They've got it wrong.
You know, a business is a business of business. And I'm not trying to compare my business to running a country.
Sometimes it's as simple as that. That's the problem. Sometimes it's as simple as that.
But I've had a business 21 years in a population of 4,500 of the town of Midland.
You couldn't make it work. How did you make it work?
I don't know, man.
You can't make it work.
I can't make it work.
You talk to an expert. You just know you can make it work.
If I listen to all those economists and all the business experts when I opened up my business,
that's not going to work.
They laughed at me. Well, you know what? 21 years later,
you're still there.
I'm laughing.
Still making a living. Thank you very much.
Laughing, okay? But I don't let one aspect of my business.
You probably used the cardboard model instead of a plastic model.
That's the
cardboard model.
Maybe we should. Yeah. Maybe we should use that for
everything built on
economics. But I don't let one aspect of my business run the whole business.
Exactly. Okay? You don't put all your apples in one basket.
Exactly. If one part of my business doesn't do well, I can it, but it doesn't affect the rest of my business. It still goes. You know what I mean?
But isn't that like a universal law or something like that? Isn't that like universal law in economics?
Because these crackheads that are running the world, in any level of government, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It's not their money. No. So they think that they are entitled, that if something goes wrong with this project or that thing, they think that's, what were you doing?
I think an asteroid just came by there.
What happened there?
Asteroid, a big asteroid. We just got missed by an asteroid.
Really?
Sorry.
What are you talking about? Do you stop taking drugs?
Sorry, it's an asteroid here.
But anyway, if that happens, well, I lost my train of thought, you stupid bastard. Asteroids. but the model is broken though. These guys are experts. Well, these experts are in charge, and now they're gonna look upon other experts that have their own issues to fix the problem. Well, you guys messed up in the first place.
Yeah, they should just get rid of all those people.
If you were that smart to get out of this situation, you wouldn't be in the first place.
Exactly.
but it's not their money now. So they that's what I'm saying now. Just came back to me. See, they just think that it's their right, it's their entitlement that if a certain project doesn't work, we're just gonna tap into people's pockets.
Yeah, they can do that.
They just go in money and get that extra money they need.
Yeah.
Because it's not their money, and they're not, and they're
crisis,
and they're not accountable for any losses. It's just whatever. We'll just get more tax money.
Yeah.
And let's call spade a spade now. Let's call spade a spade. Okay. People like
or club.
Club. People in Greece and many other countries like Greece. Okay, let's call it a spade. Huge underground economy. Yeah. That's inbred in them. That's how they live. That's the problem. They're not making money. They're not making revenue because everybody's scamming. And until somebody realizes that and gets out of that scamming mode, but it's inbred in them. It's inbred in a lot of countries around the world.
Yeah. Black
market's huge. Okay, huge. So if the government's not making any income, this is what happens. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Anyways, what's next, Mel? What's next?
You're not doing too well in the hockey pool.
What?
Lower body injury, upper body injury.
That's not good. But let's you know what came up recently?
What's that?
Tragedy. I mean, this Sandowski guy at Penn State.
Oh man.
Okay,
yeah.
Here's a school that has been a pillar.
Of American society.
American society, American sport. Every kid wants to go to Penn State. We find out that this assistant coach, is abusing young children. What horrific
news.
And make it worse, cover up by at least 6 adults. Cover
That's
up,
just crazy.
Now, not belittling what those 6 adults did, because they all should have gone to the authorities, brought them in. But a few years ago, Mel.
That's the right thing to do.
The right thing to do. You're right. But a few years ago, Mel. Okay, a few years ago, and you gotta remember, Joe Paterno was the head coach there. He's a god there. I mean, the guy is a god there. Okay. Even last night, a bunch of students went to his house, having some sort of kumbaya chanting on "Go Joe, Joe this, Joe that." We're Penn State, blah blah. Yeah. Well, how about the kids that got abused? How about going to their families and consoling them?
Yeah.
And the hell with Joe Paterno.
Yeah.
The guy's a multi-millionaire, knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Don't tell me he didn't.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if he didn't, he's the dumbest guy on earth. Okay? And the rest of the faculty, the rest of the faculty, but not condoning what they did. Not condoning what they did. But a few years ago, there was this little town near our town that a police officer took upon himself to charge and accuse a local priest of the same hideous actions.
In Cornwall?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Okay? Hideous action. Okay? The thing was, normal people like us would think society, the community, would be backing the officer. He's an officer, correct? An officer. No, instead, they backed the priest to the point that this officer resigned, had eventually resigned, and if I'm not mistaken, eventually took his own life.
Committed suicide.
And how tragic is that? So can you imagine what went through the heads of these 6 adults who didn't go to the officers, didn't go to the authorities initially, right? Thinking okay, if even after the fact, they're still rallying at Joe Paterno's house, like Joe this, Joe that.
He's resigned, hasn't he?
He's right today. But if they're rallying at behind him now,
coach in
head coach in
Winnie, so
when his coach, yeah. So they, if they put him on a pedestal now, even after the fact, can you imagine somebody, a Joe Blow, going to authorities and trying to tell authorities that Joe Paterno and Sandowski and they'd be hung themselves.
Yeah.
Who would the authorities believe? You can't charge Joe Paterno with that. You can't bring his actions that Joe Paterno knew this. You can't bring he would be shunned. The police officer was. I'm not saying that's the right, because they should have gone. They should have gone there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of lives are going to be ruined by this. A lot of lives, and heads will roll. But it's after the fact, though. It's after the fact. That's the shame of it all, and no one is talking about the kids that were sexually abused. It's horrendous. It's hideous. is. Like, it's the most heinous crime you could actually think of.
It is.
You know, it is. It's robbing a kid of all innocence that you'll never get back again.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know what? The adults know better. They know
better. They know better.
That's the worst crime. They just be
the Penn State head dean, whatever. All the guys who knew should have taken that guy to the friggin' police officer himself. Say, can this guy right here? This is what we saw. They saw it. This wasn't hearsay. He was seen.
That's just right.
You know, and 11 years later, he comes out, and they're still rallying behind Joe Paterno. Anyways, man, it's sad and tragic, but...
Oh, here's one. Bank of Canada predicted to cut interest rate. What is that, 1%?
1%.
And they haven't moved it up in how many years now?
It's
2 or 3 years?
It's a while. That's good, though. It's good for mortgages.
2 economists predict that the Bank of Canada will slash its benchmark interest rate from its current level of 1% next year. So, you know what? I think we're heading into another recession.
Oh, can't wait for
Thanks
that.
to Greece. No thanks to our powers to be. Create a crisis.
You know,
make everyone pay. Someone's going to pay.
You know we need a recession? More beer. On that note, cheers.